tough, but I gotta ask you this because I got you in front of me. You know, I get subscribed. Did you feel like at any moment inside the jail shit can get rough up here? Was the King Von effect real strong in there? Was the Lil Durk effect real strong in the jail?
I ain't see Von didn't have a name for himself when I was in jail, when I got locked up. Like he was probably like in the streets, but and now I didn't hear about him. I ain't gonna lie to you, because motherfucker didn't, when I was calling, motherfucker didn't give me his name or nothing until I'm gonna speak on that after I say this, but yeah. I forgot the fuck you said. Fuck I said.
Was the King Von effect?
Oh yeah, but yeah, it didn't. It really. Lil Durk had it. I ain't gonna lie to you. In the jail, a lot of BDs they just so fanned out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, look. Basically, what he was saying is, look, you got to understand something about him. He was locked up in 2011, and he got out 7.5 years later. So you do the math. He recently got out in 2019. And his brother is Tooka. And if you don't know who Tooka is, you probably heard of him from rappers dissing him, saying they're smoking Tooka. Now, this is how it started, okay? FBG Duck was on the rival side of Chief Keef, Lil Durk, King Von. King Von, Lil Durk, they're BDs. FBG Duckies with the GDs. They were at war. Their war went viral, and that's why Chicago blew up. It influenced all the other states. That's why everybody in America is talking like they're from Chicago. On Phonem, on Bro, all of that. And basically, FBG Duck and his crew, which after Tooka died in 2011, FBG Duck and his friends would memorialize him and pay tribute to him by saying, "We're smoking Tooka." And he got that from How High. I forgot which scene it was, but there was a scene in How High that influenced them to say we're smoking Tooka, because one of the characters said they were smoking somebody. And it was a good thing. It was a positive thing. It was basically them paying tribute to their friend. We're smoking our friend Tooka. Chief Keef, he blew up in 2012, and he started saying, "I'm smoking Tooka" in a negative way. He made that into a diss. And that was the first person who ever was smoked. Basically now, if a gang member gets murdered, the people who he was at war with, his opposition, they're going to say, "We're smoking him." And that basically, that's a symbolic meaning. It's a symbolic meaning to it. It means that if you're smoking somebody, that means that they died by your hands. That's how it's supposed to work with these youngsters. So if Group A is beefing with Group B, a member of Group A kills a member of Group B, Group A is now going to start saying, "We're smoking whoever that guy was that died. We're smoking John." "Oh, I'm smoking, John, he's smoking. He's smoking real good. I'm rolling up John. I'm about to smoke John." That basically is gang code for, we killed him and now we're rolling him up in our blunt and we're going to smoke him because he's dead. And the whole smoking thing symbolizes going into the air. It's just a symbolic gesture for death. And, you smoked him, you shot him, you killed him, he got smoked. That's where it comes from. But it initially started off as a good thing from Tooka's friends wanting to memorialize him. And Tooka is probably the most disrespected person in Chicago. And it also transcended and went all over the world. You got other rappers in other states and other fans of rap who say they're smoking Tooka, and they don't even know. A lot of them don't even know that he's a real person. They think that, it became such a cultural thing, such an iconic thing, that people actually started to think that Tooka was a strain of weed. A lot of people didn't even know that he was a real person. And recently, Tooka's mom did an interview, and she was crying and saying that the disrespect that her son has been getting since he died. He died 12 years ago, and these rappers are constantly saying they're smoking Tooka, and she cried, and she said that it's dehumanizing her son to just, he was 15 years old, and you're reducing him into just a joke, a comedic joke. And Tooka's brother, he felt that since their mom came out and did an interview recently, he felt empowered to come out and do his own interview. And he said, and since he's been locked up from 2011 to 2019, nobody knows who he is. That's why he's wearing the face mask. And he says that everywhere that he's went, nobody has known that he was Tooka's brother. So yeah, man, I suggest that you guys go watch that interview on Truth Teller TV. Yeah.